Hello everyone, my name is WalStreet, and today I'm going to talk about how college has been for me in the last 2 months. The classes that I have taken is Criticism of Media and Analyzing It, Financial Aid 101, English 104, Spanish 102, Script Writing, Copywriting, and in 3 weeks from now of recording this, I'll be in Media Law Basics. Those are the classes I'm taking. Let me go through the basics. Media criticism, not what I expected. In a weird way, I kind of enjoy it. It's just that with the documentaries being shown, it's a little bit repetitive. But whatever, it happens. Media does. There is no more originality. There is only let's try to make things better when it comes to media and YouTube. Script writing, I'm officially done with that course because it's a 5-week, and I got an A, and I got a script made for like a basic film, so I'm excited to see if I can get something going with that. Hopefully next year I can try to get that production going. Copywriting, I don't want to jinx myself, but it's pretty easy. Law, I have no clue what that is, so whatever happens, happens. Now we go to financial aid. Other than the quizzes being a little bit of a pain, because you have to remember the percentages and the specific data points and specific information, the class is pretty easy. So, I'm okay with it. Then we go to the last 2 classes. The 2 classes has been getting on my nerves slightly. English is about how to do proper research. I know how to do research. At least the way that works for me. And luckily enough, right before I recorded this, I found out that she's okay with the way I'm doing things. So that's perfectly okay. I just have to get retaught how to cite the information. So that's okay now. But the way I see things is that I'm a straightforward guy. I'd rather go from point A to point B to point C. Why do we have to go from point A to point A-3-C to B? That part of it confuses me. Quite literally, I have an essay to do for an essay to talk about why I picked my sources, of which I have to do an essay on each one of the sources and do a little paper on why those sources are the same and different. And then I can finally do the draft for the research project just to do an essay of why I decide to do the research. It's just like you're asking the same question but you're changing the words slightly and then asking me to do 1,000 words per one. It's just really aggravating. You're drawing me out of the research to make me do this extra crap. Just let me do the research. I done things in your class that I describe why it's the same and different. Why do I have to do everything else? But whatever, that's just how I feel about that course. It's just aggravating because it's something I need to have for my, not for my degree, but just to get the credits I need from the university to accept my degree. So it's just a bunch of whys. Why? But whatever, it's small thing I had to go through. No big deal. I will probably pass the class with ease as long as I don't screw up and get taught at the site and all that properly. No big deal. And then we go off to Spanish. Y no comprendo is español. I mean, out of all the languages that they have, Spanish is the easiest one for a lot of people. For me, it's just the speaking problem, the way I speak is really aggravating. I've been trying to speak Spanish for the last 6 years, and I still can't get the basics. I've been trying to memorize how to speak Spanish, and I can't get the basics. My brain just can't comprehend. You may be saying, why don't I just leave Spanish? Well, in my degree of telecommunications, you need 2 years of a language. Or 1 year of 2 languages, to my understanding. So I'm just here like, crap. Once I get through this semester, I'm going to try to do German and have my cousin from Germany help me out. Hope for the best with the way I speak certain letters and pronounce certain things. It may be easier for me to speak, so I can at least do the speaking parts correctly. For writing, I generally... Well, for one, I use the stuff that I use for English. Because if I have to do it for Spanish, I can. If I have to do it for English, I should be able to do it for Spanish. So that's been helping me out. Writing stuff like big essays and stuff has been a big issue for me. The test, as general as someone who has really bad memorizing skills and overall have no need, in my opinion, to learn this. I understand learning multiple language makes you more intelligent. But when you try to learn a language for 6 years and nothing's working, what can you do? I clearly should decide to ditch Spanish and went over to German. But I didn't, and that's a mistake on my part. But who knows? Maybe one day I will learn other language that is not music based or English based. But that's how my classes are going. My social life has been going really well with the club I'm in, because at the beginning of the year I was thinking about joining 3 clubs with YouTube, but that wouldn't work. I need the weekends just to focus on YouTube, and in the week I need to be able to focus most of my time on school, just so that I don't lose my mind. Overall, it's kind of like I kind of expected. I wouldn't be able to jump into college and instantly make a whole bunch of friends. That's just how I am. And if there's people that watch my stuff from college who are now on any of my social medias, sorry, it seems like I ditch you or decide to start talking to you. I generally do this test with anyone. If you want to talk to me, you come to me first. It's just so that I don't have to stress out that, oh my god, this person had to talk to me. Do I have to talk to her? Do I want to talk to him? If you want to talk to me, come talk to me. That's my general rule. I had my heart broken one too many times because I stressed myself out to the point where I was getting sick because I was worried about people. just for me to hear that they didn't care about me. And I got myself sick for no reason. So it's a general thing that I do. If you really want to talk to me, but for some reason you don't want to test me first or anything like that, sorry about your luck. If I hear that you want to talk to me or something, but for some reason you're not making the first move, then I may try something, but then stop and see if you want to talk to me. I mentioned this a little bit more in the video. Maybe why do I not text first? But that gives you a general idea. Sorry in advance. A big thought has been going through my mind. I mean, I'm on track. I have 21 credits as of this moment. And I'm technically ahead of the game, because technically I'm only supposed to have 15 credits, but I'm a few credits ahead. And if I pass all my courses for this semester, I will be at 34, being 4 credits ahead of the game. I'm not going to leave college because with my condition, it's always hard enough for me to find a job. Think about it. I have to make the first move to get an interview, talk to people about myself, and try to make myself presentable. With a feeling of I need to love and trust myself and tell people the truth about myself. Interviewers don't want that. They want to pick the best of the best, and the best of the best are able to lie about themselves and give food systems. It's truth. It's life. People make themselves look a little bit extra good. Like, why are you here? You don't say money, which is like, why? I need money to live. Shouldn't that be a valid option? Nah, we don't want to hire you because you're trying to make a living for yourself and you're just trying to make sure you don't become homeless and kill yourself and die in a lonely place underneath the interstate bridge. We want to pick this guy because he lied about wanting to connect to people and get better working experience. Really, guys? Come on. Like, you should be able to tell that they're lying. And you should be able to accept truthful answers. I know that may be not what you want to hear, but that's life. You want to be honest. That's one of my mantras. I want to be honest. And that's one of my fears about interviewing people. Because in high school, I was told to lie to interviewers. Yes. School that was meant to teach you the truth about life told you to lie. It's the same. That's what we're taught. The more I'm in college, the more I realize how much Ben Davis did not repay me. For life in general, and I think I learned more about life from BDTV and band than I did from my actual classes and the course that was meant to prepare you for life. But going back on track to my college. No matter what, I'm going to try to stick with college. I'm going to stick with it to the best of my ability. But the more I think about it, with my degree, I know that my degree, video production, is only going to take me so far. I need actual experience, which, luckily enough, WalStreet offers. A part of myself is scared that I'm going to get out of college and life is just going to be like how it's always been. You think you're ready and you're high, and then life just brings you down to the point where you have no idea what's going on. I know a degree doesn't equal a good job. That's life. The only degrees that can offer you a decently good job, even though it's highly competitive, is doctors, lawyers, teachers to a point. Mechanics and engineering, even though you can technically walk in as an intern, it's just a thing I'm scale bound. And it's hopefully something that I'm going to be less scared of when I get older. But for the time being, I just don't want to be a disappointment to myself or to my family. As I've been growing up with trying to be a role model for my sister, the more I realize that I have to make sure I pave a way for her to make herself seem smarter. If that makes sense. I was in the honors program with autism. Not because the school was pity on me, but because I worked hard. I just don't want her to see that hard work doesn't mean success. It's something that I'm scared about. I want her to be able to go into high school thinking she could be anything she wants. Because I couldn't have that opportunity. I couldn't go into construction or engineering because my SPAC. I couldn't go into those fields because of my back. Because of scoliosis surgery, and technically I'm not supposed to lift anything over 50 pounds. Even though, honestly, that's bullshit. I'm technically not supposed to go into rough lines of fields where I could get hurt. So no fire, no police department. So basically STEM programs are out. Because I'm not good with science, I'm not good with math. I can't go into engineering. Technology I'm pretty good at, but I don't have the memorization of computer coding and stuff like that. And then for the liberal arts department, I can't be a teacher. So history and all those things are gone. I like history, I like writing, but I don't know if I can make a career out of that. It's just I knew when I finally understood what autism was in high school that I was going to be born to either fail or succeed. There's no middle ground. I either get a really good job that makes me happy and I'm able to succeed, or I'll be in a job where I'm miserable all the time, where I can't talk about my problems. That's why I don't want to work in an office job. For the life of me, I don't know if I can do that. I tried working fast food at Lucas Oil. Yes, technically it's only 1 day a week, but still. 8 hours at a stadium at one of the popular places to eat at Lucas Oil. Even though I put a smile and whatnot because I'm really good at masking my emotions, I hated working there. And once I was able to pay off my entire band fee and my mega trip to Hawaii, I was done with it. I was not going to work there, volunteer, or help. I was done. So I don't want to work in fast food or retail. I don't want to be the sample of mental, physical, disabled people who have to work in janitor jobs because that's a stereotype that pisses me the fuck off. I don't want to become that. That's why I'm hoping that this channel kicks off and I can make a living off of this. Not for selfish reasons, but for me, well, it's technically selfish, but in a way that makes sense. Not for money, not for fame, but because it gives me an opportunity to do something that I love, with no fear of me becoming a data point of which I fail. Not just me, but my sister. I haven't told my family how I feel because I don't want them to think that college is stressing me out. I'm stressing myself out. Colleges teach me a lot about myself, patience, hard work, how my mindset works in a way that most people can't comprehend. Because while teachers in high school are technically supposed to be taught how to deal with autistic children, professors, once they graduate, they don't have to go through all those extra trainings and all the extra stuff. To my knowledge. I could be completely wrong, but that's to my knowledge. So far I haven't had a bad teacher, which just make my life easier. It's just that I don't like the way they teach, which, honestly, the more I think back on it, the more I realize that I'm just not able to understand him. Hopefully you guys understand. And don't worry about me. I'm only a freshman. I'm not like a sophomore or a senior who's about to graduate and he has no idea what he's doing with his life. I know what I want to do. It's just that how do I get there? In the safest way possible. But also experimenting and challenging myself. So, wish me the best of luck in the next basically 3 years. Hopefully the channel kicks off, and if it doesn't, no biggie. I will just try to find a new way to make myself happy. So, with that being said though, God bless, peace be with you. Yeah, God damn it. God bless, peace be with you. See you in the next episode.